All right, so you made your case for Lamar Jackson, but you did have kind of a take on the 49ers and their quarterback situation with Brock Purdy.
I did. I do a Q&A question session on my channel, and somebody asked me like, what did I think about Brock or whatnot? And I'm paraphrasing, so I don't remember exactly, but I basically said that he's the driver of a self-driving Tesla. As long as he don't mess it up, they're gonna be good. Now I took a lot of heat from 49ers fans that actually got a chance to see that because shorts kind of go every which kind of way. You don't really control who see them, so everybody see them. But and that's the way I felt, and I didn't mean it like I never said he sucked. I don't think he sucked. I think he's great at what he do. But I just think I think CMC, Debo, Ayuk, because Ayuk is so underrated. People look at Ayuk and they just see like a complimentary player. No, this dude is one of the best route runners in the game. He don't have to have volume catches because y'all so efficient. And I know somebody was telling me the other day about like Brock being 32 and passing. Well, you ain't got to pass when y'all so efficient on offense. You probably scoring on 60 to 70% of your offensive clips. So why just throw it over the yard just to get numbers? Like the year Lamar won MVP. He didn't throw it a lot, but he had like 30-something touchdowns. And didn't play a lot of fourth quarters. So if you're efficient, you don't have to have a boatload of numbers. But I just feel like because those guys, I feel like he has the best supporting cast in the NFL. And that's why I made the statement I said. And I don't think he sucks. I think Kyle Shanahan said, hey, we need you to do XYZ. And he does XYZ at 100%.
I think that we have evidence at this offense with a quarterback that may or may not be a starter. I think actually right now the Raiders are telling me we don't think this guy's a starter, right? Like 49ers won a lot of games with Jimmy Garoppolo quarterback. Most 49er fans now have kind of looked and said like, damn, was he trash the whole time? And Kyle Shanahan just kind of hit him, and then you got these weapons and you got all these things. I would say that what Brock is doing, because you call it like kind of a self-driving car, I think what Brock is doing, in my opinion, is the part that's impressive is just the level in which he's doing it. I do believe, like you, that this is a well-oiled machine, and it is one of those situations where just don't mess it up. But I also think that Brock Purdy is doing more than just not messing it up. His efficiency is at like an all-time great level. Now, I think if you ask Kyle Shanahan, Kyle would tell you, well, yeah, it's my damn offense. And my offense, it's set up to where if you just are, really competent, don't mess it up, and just throw where I tell you to throw with the timing I tell you to throw it at, then you're going to be fine. And I think that's when we see the efficiency. You talked about Brock being 32nd in the NFL in passing attempts. I think technically he's like 23rd in attempts. But the 49ers, so we're talking about like just as quarterbacks, he's like 23rd. But the 49ers as a team, because some guys get hurt, some guys like Kirk Cousins started playing, then he got hurt, whatever. As a team, the 49ers are 32nd in the league. But even then, Brock Purdy's like second or third in passing yards, right? So the efficiency part of it, in which like to the extent that he's doing it, I think that's the part that's super impressive. But I do agree that it is a well-oiled machine, and it kind of hurts Brock Purdy in these conversations because people see all these guys. And, I think I was just watching the Dolphins the other day, and Tua is like, he lost Tyreek Hill. And it's like, damn, they don't look the same, right? Like Tua doesn't look the same. People are like, oh, well, 49er fans are like, who would have thought if you lose one of your best players, you don't look as great? And I'm like, well, hold on. 49ers is a little different because you can lose Debo Samuel, but you still got Kittle. You still got Ayuk. You still got Christian McCaffrey, where most teams typically don't have that kind of luxury to have that many weapons at their disposal. Look at teams like, the Detroit Lions,
right?
And kind of what they're doing. You see guys coming on like Sam Laporta, the rookie out of, Iowa. And, you look at St. Brown and kind of what he's doing, but Gibbs is coming on. You're starting to see him. But even then, it ain't like super supporting cast. So any one of those guys go down, it's going to hurt them a lot more in theory than the 49ers. But I definitely understand your point with Brock Purdy, especially I think the part for most, especially when you watch it in the outsiders and you're watching Brock Purdy, and you guys will probably see some of this. You guys have a really good defense, the Ravens do. But you'll see some of this come Monday night. Brock is he finds the answer so fast with his processing.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks too easy. And I think because it looks so easy with how he's doing it, people are like, oh no, see, like Debo and Ayuk and Kittle, but he does a great job of consistently finding the answer. And I think that's probably if I have like one thing I could say super positive about him, it's he's so consistent with just doing the little things over and over
Mm-hmm.
and over again. So and then every once in a while when he needs to make a play with his legs, he'll
He
move out
will.
the pocket and extend the play and then make a throw. And I think he kind of showed that a couple times last week. So it's an interesting discussion, and I hear all it takes. I hear that the Colin Cowherd or the Nick Wright and some of the things they say about Brock. 49 fan bases, they definitely get up in arms about it, but it's understandable when you watch this team and kind of see how easy Brock makes it look. But the MVP
Does he have the answers to the test? Is Shanahan giving him the answers to the test, so to speak?
I think it helps to have Kyle Shanahan as an offensive coordinator because it's almost like this. Look, growing up as where I grew up, you single mom, 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? You kind of in the hood, and your mom, she only knows what she knows. So she ain't really got all the answers to what life is going to be. She can give you kind of some advice, but my mom, she didn't graduate high school. My mom, she didn't graduate college. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he was in and out of jail. So, it's hard for them to truly give me the answers. All they know is what they know.
Right.
As opposed to a mom and dad who been there, done that, graduated high school, graduated college, owns their own business, whatever. Just the advice that they can give you, it just sets you up for more success. Now, whether you follow it or not, that's on you. And I think that's Brock Purdy, where his father, aka Kyle Shanahan, is the parent who graduated from high school, graduated from college as a just straight A's, you know what I'm saying? Graduated from college, was amazing there in school, super nerd, owns his own business, millionaire. Like, that's his dad. And his dad's like, all right, son, if you just listen to what I say, you're going to be good. And Brock Purdy does that to a T. And I think there's something to that, too, that shows kind of his ability to really process things and see it very well. So I think that's
a great analogy.
how I view it.
That's a great analogy.